Good morning students, welcome to my 10th video lecture of standard 7 integers. In today's video lecture we will discuss exercise 1.4 word problems, question number 4 to 7. Our first question is like this: write 5 pairs of integers of a, b such that a divided by b is equal to -3. One such pair is 6 minus 2 because 6 divided by -2 is equal to -3. Now here a and b both are integers and we have to find out a pair of a and b where if we divide a by b, so our answer will be -3 every time. So here we will find out a pair of multiplicand and multiplier where every time our multiplier will be -3 and multiplicand will be any integer. For example, we will take 7 into -3. Here 7 is multiplicand and -3 is our multiplier. So our answer will be -21. Now if we will reverse the process, what will happen? Here you can reverse the process in two ways. -21 divided by 7 and -21 divided by -3. But here in our sum we want -3 as our quotient. So we will do -21 divided by 7. So answer will be -3. So here you can see that our product -3 will become dividend. Our product -21 will become dividend and your multiplicand will become your divisor. So 7 will become divisor. -21 which one was your product will become your multiplicand and your multiplier -3 will become your quotient. So our first pair is -21 and 7. And other pair I can give you 24 and -8. So 24 divided by -8 is equal to -3. You know that. Now by using this technique you have to find out 3 more pairs in which a divided by b will be -3. Question number 5. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees centigrade above 0. If it is decreases at the rate of 2 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees centigrade below 0? What would be the temperature at midnight? Here two types of temperature are given. First one is above 0, second one is below 0. So first I would like to clarify what is the difference, what is the meaning of above 0 and the meaning of below 0. Here above 0 means plus 10 degrees centigrade. As we know that there are two types of temperature in our we can measure in our weather. When 0, then above 0, +1, +2, +3, and when it's too cold, maybe our temperature goes down, so it may be -1, -2, -3 like our integers. So here the 10 degrees centigrade above 0 means it is plus 10 degree. And what is the meaning of below 0, 8 degrees centigrade? It means -8 degrees centigrade. So temperature at 12 noon is equal to 10 degrees centigrade. Temperature decrease in 1 hour 2 degrees centigrade. It means in 1 hour of time 2 degrees centigrade temperature is decreasing. Where we have to reach? We have to reach -8 degrees centigrade because we have to reach below 0 8 degrees centigrade. So what is meaning of below 0 8 degrees centigrade? Below 0 8 degrees centigrade means It is minus 8 degrees centigrade. Now, how we will first we will find out the difference between plus 10 degrees centigrade and minus 8 degrees centigrade. So, temperature at 12 noon, it is 10 degrees centigrade. Temperature where we want to reach minus 8 degrees centigrade. So, 10 degrees centigrade minus, in the bracket, minus 8 degrees centigrade. So, 10 degrees centigrade plus 8 degrees centigrade is equal to 18 degrees centigrade. So, how much difference we want in our temperature to reach 8 degrees centigrade? We want 18 degrees centigrade difference in our temperature, so we can reach minus 8 degrees centigrade. Now, as we know that in 1 hour 2 degrees centigrade temperature is decreasing. So, to decrease 18 degrees centigrade temperature, how much time will be needed? So, number of hours needed is equal to difference in temperature divided by temperature decrease in 1 hour. So, how much difference? 18 degrees centigrade divided by 2 degree, because in 1 hour 2 degrees is decreasing. So, to decrease 18 degrees centigrade, 9 hours will be needed. So, that means if we start at 12 o'clock noon, after 9 hours to 12 o'clock noon, we will reach minus 8 degrees centigrade. So, 12 p.m. plus 9 hours, it will be 9 p.m. So, at 9 p.m. temperature will be 8 degrees centigrade. Now, they have asked us what will be the temperature at midnight. Midnight means 12 o'clock night time. So, here we have reached minus 8 degrees centigrade at 9 p.m. So, after 9 p.m. 3 hours more, then we will reach 12 o'clock midnight. So, temperature at 9 p.m. plus temperature decreased will be in next 3 hours. Because in 1 hour minus 2 degree temperature 2 degree temperature is decreasing. So, temperature at 9 p.m. plus in the bracket temperature decrease in 3 hours. So, minus 8 plus in the bracket 3 into minus 2. And as we know that first we will simplify the terms which are in the bracket. So, 3 into minus 2 will be minus 6. So, minus 8 minus 6 is equal to minus 40 degrees centigrade. So, at 12 o'clock midnight we will reach at the temperature of minus 14 degree centigrade. Our question 6 is like this. In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answer and plus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer and no marks for not attempting any question. Now here there are two parts of this question. First one is Radhika scored 20 marks. If she has got 12 correct answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? So here we have to find out how many questions, number of questions which Radhika attempted incorrectly. So here first we will know that total score of Radhika is 20 marks. Now number of correct answer is 12. Now marks for incorrect answer. Now what is the total score? Total score is equal to marks for correct answer plus marks for incorrect answer. Now we want to find out marks for incorrect answer. So marks for incorrect answer is equal to total score minus marks for correct answer. So what is the total marks? Total score is 20. Now marks for correct answer. So it is given only that she has attempted 12 answers, 12 correct answers, and for one answer plus 3 marks. 12 multiplied by plus 3. So 20 minus in the bracket 12 multiplied by plus 3. So it will be minus 36. So minus 16 marks. So number of she has got minus 16 marks for incorrect answer. Now as we know that minus 2 marks are given for one incorrect answer. Now we want to find out number of incorrect answer. We are having marks, but we don't know how much incorrect answer she has given. So marks for incorrect answer is equal to number of incorrect answers multiplied by minus 2. So minus 16 is equal to number of incorrect answers into minus 2. So minus 16 divided by minus 2. So number of incorrect answers will be 8. So she has attempted 8 questions incorrectly. Now second part of question 6. Mohini scores minus 5 marks in this test. She has got 7 marks, 7 correct answers. How many questions has she attempted incorrectly? It is same like previous first part, like Radhika, which we have solved. If you have understood that question correctly, you can do this in your own way. But still I am doing the I am solving for you. So if you will not be able to do your own way, you can see this question on this video lecture. So total score of Mohini is equal to number of correct minus 5. Total of score of Mohini is equal to minus 5. Number of correct answer is equal to 7. Marks for correct answer is equal to 7 into plus 3 is equal to 21. So marks for incorrect answer is equal to total score minus marks for correct answer. So minus 5 minus 21. So is equal to minus 26. So marks for incorrect answers is equal to minus 26. Now we want to find out number of incorrect answers. So marks for incorrect answers is equal to number of incorrect answers into minus 2. So minus 26 is equal to number of incorrect answers into minus 2. So minus 26 divided by minus 2. So number of incorrect answers will be 13. So here Mohini has attempted 13 incorrect questions. Mohini has attempted 13 questions incorrectly. Question number 7. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meters above the ground level, how long will it take to reach minus 350 meters? Now there will be a question in your mind that how can be the distance is minus 350 meters. So first I would like to explain you, whenever we are going in shaft must be under the ground. So if we consider our ground level, our earth level, as a 0. So under the ground it will be minus and above the ground it will be plus. So where is our elevator? It is 10 meters above the ground level. Now we want to reach at the minus 350 meters. It means below the ground level 350 meters we want to reach. Distance travelled by the elevator in 1 minute is equal to 6 meters. That means elevator can travel 6 meters in 1 minute. Distance to be travelled. Now how much elevator have to travel? So we have to start from plus 10 meters and we have to reach at minus 350 meters. So how can we find out? So ending point minus starting point. What is our ending point? Minus 350 meters. Minus 10 meters. So our answer will be minus 360 meters. We have to travel minus 360 meters. Again you have a question in your mind that how can be distance in negative in negative integer. So here I want to tell you, here the negative sign indicates that the elevator is traveling in downward direction. It means our elevator goes down. It is not going upward direction. That's why the negative sign is there. Now we won't consider negative sign. We will consider the distance which elevator has to travel. Now in 1 minute elevator travels 6 meter. So for travel 360 meter, how much time will be taken? Time will be taken to travel is equal to distance to be traveled divided by distance traveled by the elevator in 1 minute is equal to 360 meter divided by 6 meter. Because elevator has to travel 360 meter and elevator can travel 6 meter in 1 minute. So 360 divided by 6. So 6 are 36. So our answer will be here 60 minutes. So from 10 meter above ground level to reach 350 meter below the ground level, elevator will take 60 minutes. That means 1 hour time. Today's assignment. Here in first one you have to divide. Second one is fill in the blanks. Third one is find the value and simplify. Whenever you are find the value or whenever you are simplifying any equation or any question, I would like to tell you first simplify the bracket, the terms which are in the brackets, and then you move forward. Like in find the values, 32 plus 2 is there. So first you have to find out the addition of 32 plus 2, and the second is 17 plus minus 6. So first you have to find out 17 plus minus 6. Then you can multiply both of that sum. Now afterwards at the last you have to divide by 15. Whatever your term will be there. Here also you have to do like this. 36 divided by minus 9. Find out first one, that one. Then 24 divided by minus 24 divided by 6. First simplify both these terms. Then you move forward on other division. Otherwise your answer will be wrong. And here divide and fill in the blanks. These are only simple question related to division of an integers. You can do it very well. In fourth sum, the answer is not written. Minus 1 divided by fill in the blanks is equal to, answer will be 46, which I have forgot to written. So please, I again mention you, fill in the blanks. Question number 4, minus 1 divided by fill in the blanks is equal to 46. Now fill in the blanks. You have to find out what will come there. Okay. If you are having any doubts, please forward me. I will try to solve your doubts. Thank you. Have a nice day.